Most people who are quietly destroying their liver have never touched a drop of alcohol in their life. They take their medications faithfully every morning. They eat what they believe is reasonable. They have no idea anything is wrong, because the liver tissue itself has no pain receptors. It cannot send you a direct pain signal. It communicates through your skin, your eyes, your digestion, your circulation. And by the time most people notice something is off, the damage has been building silently for years. Today I am going to show you 12 signs your liver sends when it is under serious stress, and exactly what to do about it starting this week. There is a condition called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. It has nothing to do with alcohol. It is driven by processed foods, excess sugar, daily painkillers, and multiple prescription medications taken simultaneously. It affects 1 in 4 adults worldwide. Most of them have never been told their liver is at risk, and most of them are over 60. After 60, liver volume can decrease by up to 30%. Liver blood flow reduces by 30 to 40%, and your liver's ability to process medications slows significantly, meaning drugs stay in your system longer and stress your liver more per dose than they did 20 years ago. A dose of acetaminophen your liver handled easily at 45 may be a genuine burden at 68. The medication has not changed. The liver metabolizing it has. Liver damage moves through 4 stages. Stage 1. Fat accumulates inside liver cells, like a sponge, slowly waterlogged with oil. Stage 2. Fat triggers inflammation. Liver cells come under attack. First subtle signs appear. Stage 3. Scar tissue forms, called fibrosis. Flexible liver tissue replaced by something closer to dried concrete. Stage 4. Scarring so extensive the liver can no longer perform basic functions. This is cirrhosis. Stages 1 and 2 are largely reversible. Stage 3 shows meaningful improvement with the right approach. Stage 4 requires ongoing medical management. The 12 signs I am about to share each map to a specific stage. Knowing which signs you recognize tells you where you are and what is still possible. Let us start with the earliest signals, the ones that give you the most time. Sign 1. Pale, clay-colored or floating stools. Your liver produces bile that gives stool its normal brown color and helps digest fat. When bile flow is disrupted by fat accumulation in the liver, stool turns lighter and may float because undigested fat makes it buoyant. This is a stage 1 signal, your liver speaking to you early, when you still have the most options. Sign 2. Difficulty seeing in low light or at night. Your liver controls absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, and vitamin A is critical for the rod cells in your eyes that handle dim light vision. In more advanced liver disease, reduced bile production can impair vitamin A absorption, contributing to difficulty adapting when moving from bright light into darkness. Sign 3. Swelling in the legs or ankles. When liver disease leads to portal hypertension, increased pressure in the major blood vessels supplying the liver, fluid accumulates in the lower legs and ankles. This swelling typically affects both legs. If you press your finger into the swollen area and the indentation holds for several seconds, pitting edema, discuss this with your doctor promptly. Sign 4. Small yellowish deposits around your eyelids, called xanthelasma. These are cholesterol deposits that accumulate beneath the skin when fat metabolism is disrupted. While not exclusively a liver sign, their presence alongside other signs on this list warrants a conversation with your doctor about both cholesterol and liver function. Here is what makes liver disease uniquely dangerous. The liver tissue itself has no pain receptors. Every sign we are discussing is your liver communicating through other body systems, because it has no direct voice of its own. It suffers in silence. It speaks only in whispers. This is why so many people reach stage 3 before they ever suspect anything is wrong. Sign 5. pressure or discomfort under your right rib cage after eating. When the liver is inflamed and bile turns thick and sluggish, a sensation of heaviness develops on the right side after meals. In some people, this irritates the phrenic nerve nearby, referring discomfort upward toward the right shoulder. Right side pressure after fatty meals is a stage 2 signal. Sign 6. Unusual bruising or small purple and red spots on the skin. Your liver manufactures the proteins your blood needs to clot. When liver function declines, clotting protein production falls, blood vessels become fragile, and you bruise more easily. Small red or purple spots may appear on the lower legs or arms from minor pressure alone, not from injury. Sign 7. Chronically cracked, dry heels that do not respond to moisturizer. Liver disease can interfere with the body's ability to properly utilize B vitamins, including niacin. Chronic niacin insufficiency contributes to dry, cracked skin, particularly on the heels and soles under constant pressure. If moisturizer is not solving it, the answer may not be in a cream. Sign 8. Persistent itching in the palms of your hands or the soles of your feet, worse at night. When the liver cannot filter bile acids adequately, they accumulate and trigger itching. This nocturnal worsening is a pattern clinicians specifically look for. Palms and soles, worse after dark. This combination is far more specific to liver stress than ordinary dry skin. In the 1950s, a researcher named Richard Terry examined 100 patients with severe liver scarring. 82 of them, more than 8 in 10, had fingernails that had turned completely white, not pale, not yellowed, completely white. This became known as Terry's nails. Reduced protein production and altered circulation from liver damage affect the nail matrix, stripping the nails of their natural pink color entirely. Sign 9. Completely white fingernails. I want to ask you something right now. Look at your fingernails. Are they a healthy pink, or have they been looking pale, white, or different than they used to? Leave a comment below. Just say pink or white. I read every single one, and I want to know how many of you are seeing this sign today. Sign 10. Consistently dark urine despite adequate hydration. Your liver breaks down old red blood cells and produces a yellow pigment called bilirubin. A healthy liver routes bilirubin out through digestion. When liver function is impaired, bilirubin accumulates in the bloodstream and filters into the urine, turning it deep amber, orange-brown, or cola-colored. Sign 11. Yellowing of the skin or the whites of the eyes. This is jaundice, and it is not an early warning sign. It means bilirubin has accumulated significantly enough to deposit in body tissues. Jaundice indicates substantial liver function deterioration. If you or someone you know develops this, please do not wait. Contact your doctor or seek medical care the same day. Sign 12. Spider angiomas. Small red marks with thin blood vessels radiating outward, appearing on the chest, face, or upper arms. When liver hormone filtering declines, estrogen accumulates, and elevated estrogen is associated with these spider-like vascular lesions. Location matters here. This is different from the spider veins many seniors develop on the legs from gravity and circulation changes. Now, before the repair protocol, here is the fact most people never hear from their doctor. Your liver is the only internal organ in your body capable of complete regeneration, from as little as 25% of its original healthy tissue. When the source of liver stress is meaningfully reduced, real recovery is possible over weeks to months, though the timeline depends on the degree of damage and how consistently the conditions for healing are maintained. No other organ does this, only your liver. Here is exactly how to begin. Step 1. Reduce the 2 biggest liver burdens. First, excess dietary sugar, particularly fructose from sweetened drinks, packaged foods, and fruit juice. Fructose is processed almost exclusively by the liver and directly drives stage 1 fat accumulation. Second, daily over-the-counter painkiller use. If you take acetaminophen or ibuprofen regularly, speak with your doctor specifically about your liver. There are often lower burden alternatives. Step 2. Build sulfur-rich foods into your daily meals. Garlic, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, eggs, onions, and kale contain the sulfur compounds your liver uses to produce glutathione, its master antioxidant and primary self-repair tool. You cannot supplement glutathione effectively, but you can give your liver the raw materials to produce it abundantly every day. Step 3. 1 cup of organic coffee each morning. If you can tolerate it, add half a teaspoon of turmeric. Coffee's polyphenols have been shown in multiple studies to reduce fibrosis formation in the liver and support recovery from dietary and medication-related damage. Turmeric's curcumin has shown promising anti-inflammatory effects on liver tissue in research studies. Together, they form one of the most evidence-supported morning habits for liver health available. Step 4. Stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bed. Research on circadian biology shows the liver's repair and detoxification processes are supported by regular fasting periods. Late-night eating interrupts the overnight repair window your liver depends on. This is not a complicated protocol. It is simply respecting your liver's natural rhythm. And finally, the one conversation to have with your doctor this week. Ask specifically for a liver function panel, including ALT, AST, GGT, and bilirubin. These 4 markers reveal liver stress long before visible symptoms appear. Most physicians do not routinely order this panel for seniors unless specifically requested. Knowing your numbers gives you a baseline, gives your doctor something to monitor, and puts you in genuine control. Your liver has been working every hour of every day, filtering, repairing, protecting, largely without your knowledge. Now you know how to listen to what it has been trying to tell you. 12 signs, 4 stages, 1 repair protocol, and 1 blood test conversation that changes what your doctor knows about you. Which of these 12 signs have you noticed? Or has someone close to you mentioned recently? Leave it in the comments. I read every single one, and your experience may help someone else watching today recognize something they have been quietly dismissing for years. The next video covers something that surprises almost everyone. There is one food researchers have identified as the single most damaging thing for liver health after 60. And it is not alcohol, it is not fast food, and most people eat it every single day without realizing what it is doing. You will want to see that one before your next meal.